Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News from Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery. This just confirmed a skier is uninjured after the chair he was on detached from Peak 8 SuperConnect at Breckenridge.
The chair literally ripped off the cable right before the wheelhouse with somebody on it.
That was from a witness on Twitter. The resort confirms the accident happened around 10:35 this morning. The man fell about 13 feet immediately before the top terminal. He declined further care. Winds at the time were gusting 50 to 60 miles per hour. SuperConnect did remain closed. It will not reopen pending an inspection. Out on the roads, you were better off with ice skates than rubber tires today. No more than 4 inches fell overnight, but roads quickly glazed over from the constant whipping winds. I-70 eastbound closed and reopened numerous times. Gusts at the crystallized weather station today hit 40 miles per hour. Wind chills were in the negative 20s. Peak 6 in Breck clocked 92 miles per hour with temps in the negative teens. Wind chill up high was regularly negative 50. And that's not even the worst of the worst. That goes to Carbonate Hill near Gunnison, 111 miles per hour. If you braved the slopes today, you spent lots of time waiting on wind holds. Just about every chair at every local ski area stopped for dangerous gusts. Black Mountain Express was the only chair open at A Basin. Ski Cooper near Leadville never did open. CDOT has spent over $45 million in 2 years upgrading the confluence of 3 busy roadways at exit 205 in Silverthorne, and over $1 million studying it. It is the busiest square mile of pavement in Summit County, averaging 51,000 cars every day, not including I-70. The biggest project is the new auxiliary lane on I-70 from Frisco down to exit 205, which includes upgraded ramps at the exit. Total cost is $28 million, plus $2.9 million for design and nearly $500,000 for traffic studies. CDOT has just approved another $500,000 for another traffic study looking specifically at Highway 9 and US 6. For almost 50 years, Summit County Rescue Group has been operating out of a shed. Spokeswoman Anna DeBattiste.
Right now, we don't have a place of our own that we all fit in to do a meeting or a training. We borrow a building from the fire department.
But not anymore. The rescue group has just finished raising cash for a new home.
We've needed it badly for many, many years, and we've been working towards it for many years.
It comes equipped with all this.
The coolest thing that we're going to have, besides the classrooms and the offices and the pull-through garage bays, is we're going to have a training wall. It's actually kind of 3 training walls in one.
And yeah, that triple wall, it's a big deal.
There'll be a vertical wall to practice high-angle rescue techniques, and then medium angle, and then a low angle.
Groundbreaking is sometime next year, opening 2 years later. Welcome to Under the Radar with Dillontown manager Nathan Johnson.
A lot of Instagrammable moments, if that's a word.
For the record, that is a word, and it is a fitting description of Dillontown core right now, lit up with thousands of holiday lights.
Kids really love the teddy bear, which is right by Lake Dillon Preschool. But then the ornament right there on Lake Dillon Drive by Pug Ryan's, very cool.
You might never know it, but the lights almost never came on.
The Dillontown lighting, and we were doing our walkthrough, and unfortunately the breaker box caught on fire, so that tree couldn't light up that day for that event.
The lighting is put up by an outside contractor, back for a second year, and most likely, years to come.
Our town council has indicated that they want to expand this even further for future years.
Tune in again next Thursday for Under the Radar with local town managers. In sports, not a single American skier made finals today at Men's World Cup night slalom in Italy. Switzerland's Daniel Ewell got the win. Michaela Schifrin and crew, they'll be back next week for giant slalom in Austria. And in local sports, today on the Warmup from iFurnish in Frisco and Kremling.
There's not really time to think about your mistakes. It's just you're always going hard. If you always work hard, then you're going to do good things, and good things are going to end up happening.
That was senior starter Autumn Rivera on the Summit girls basketball team. She has learned all sorts of lessons in her 3rd year as captain.
A lot of being a leader is less about picking team spirit, but a lot of it is just doing the right thing. So I'd say leading by example.
Those lessons translate to the court, where she leads the team in shots and rebounds.
Scoring record, rebounding record, and free throw record. Those are my goals.
The girls team is back January 5th for Palisade at home. This has been the Warm-Up, brought to you every Thursday and Friday by iFurnish in Frisco and Kremling. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News from Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery.